The Patriots have re-signed quarterback Cam Newton to a one-year deal worth a reported $14 million, including incentives. Joining me now for more is SI's Michael Fabiano. And Fabs, Patriots ended the season at 7-9, missing the playoffs and landing third in the AFC East. Bringing back Cam, the question is this a bridge quarterback, or, do the Patriots think with a full offseason they can see more success out of Cam and this team?
Yeah, I feel like he is a bridge quarterback without question. This doesn't preclude them from maybe moving up in the draft, trying to get a Mac Jones potentially or a Trey Lance. And let's look at Cam, right? Last year he was the QB 15, but it was all about what he did on the ground. 592 rushing yards and 12 touchdowns. He had just 8 touchdown passes. He had 5 going into the regular season finale. Those 8 touchdown passes are tied for the 5th fewest among quarterbacks in the Super Bowl era, with at least 360 pass attempts. You know what that means, Madelyn? He was bad. Now, part of it was the Patriots didn't have much in terms of offensive weapons. Julian Edelman missed most of the season. Maybe the Patriots will dip into free agency. Kenny Galladay is out there. Corey Davis, maybe some other wide receivers could fit in New England. But if we assume that Cam is going to be the starter in 2021, he is a QB2. He's a volatile QB2. And he is a player that you wouldn't be able to start on a regular basis unless, of course, New England starts improving the talent around him on the offense. But ultimately, the position is so deep, Cam won't be worth more than a late-round QB2 pick.
Yeah, improving the talent around him could be huge because, as you mentioned, Cam did have 12 rushing touchdowns in 2020. That's more than Aaron Jones, more than Ezekiel Elliott, more than David Montgomery, more than Jonathan Taylor. These guys were paid to get rushing touchdowns. So at least he had that going for him. But with Cam off the free agent market, Jameis Winston seems to be the top tier free agent quarterback available. What does this mean for the rest of the free agent quarterbacks right now?
Well, the Saints, and they're not coming out and saying it publicly, but we hear rumors that they'd like to keep Jameis Winston and make him their starter. From a fantasy standpoint, I guess that's an okay move, but Taysom Hill is waiting in the wings as well, so he could take away from some of Winston's value. But after that, you got Mitchell Trubisky, who maybe he ends up back with the Bears. Ryan Fitzpatrick, who I'd love to see go to Denver. You've got Andy Dalton out there as well. And then you've got some players who could be traded. Right? Deshaun Watson, maybe, maybe not. Time will tell. Sam Darnold could be on the market. Jimmy Garoppolo, Marcus Mariota, Teddy Bridgewater. I'll tell you this right now, though, Madelyn. This offseason is probably going to be the most exciting we've ever seen at the quarterback position. There could be a lot of changes. And I do feel like with Winston, if the Saints decide not to keep him, there will be no shortage of suitors. And from a fantasy standpoint, I'd love to see him end up either with the Washington football team or Denver Broncos.
Well, free agency just days away. Excited to see where everyone lands next week. Michael Fabiano, thanks so much for the insight.